Good day, everyone. I am Rachel A. Pino. I'm going to I'm going to present to you about the overview on interdisciplinary integration. Okay, what is interdisciplinary integration? Okay, it is an educational or research approach that combines knowledge, methods, and perspective from two or more disciplines to better understand a topic, solve complex problems, or create new ideas. Okay, in simple terms, it means connecting subject so that learning becomes more meaningful and holistic. Okay, the purpose of this interdisciplinary integration, we have to show how different fields relate to one another, to develop critical thinking, creativity, and problem solving skills, and to prepare students or researchers to tackle real world issues that don't fit neatly into one subject area. Okay, we have here three types or models of interdisciplinary integration or the approaches. We have here multidisciplinary integration, interdisciplinary integration, and transdisciplinary integration. Okay, multidisciplinary integrations are subjects are thought around a common theme, but each discipline keeps its own perspective and boundaries. Okay, it focuses about a topic from different subject viewpoints without blending them deeply. Okay, some subjects are placed side by side with a common theme. No deep connection of ideas. Okay, next we have interdisciplinary integration. Okay, two or more disciplines are actively combined and their concept or skills are integrated to build deeper understanding. It focuses on making connections between subjects to solve problems or create new insights. Okay, here in this approach, it integrates subjects or the concept and methods from different subjects to build a connected understanding. Subjects are combined to fully explain a topic more fully. Okay, example, using science plus the social studies, math to create disaster preparedness. Okay. Next, we have here the transdisciplinary integration. Learning goes beyond traditional subject boundaries and focuses on real-world problems or the student's interest. In this approach, knowledge is organized around life situations, not subjects. So it goes beyond the subjects to solve real life problems, often involving community knowledge. Example, students create a school-based anti-bullying program using philosophy, psychology, and sociology. Okay. The importance of integrating philosophical, psychosocial, and sociological perspective in education. Okay. Integrating philosophical, psychosocial, and sociological perspective in education is important because it creates a holistic, meaningful, and effective learning environment. Each perspective contributes a different lens for understanding how education works, why it exists, and how it can be better serve students and society. Okay, we have here the first perspective, the philosophical perspective. Okay, it clarifies the purpose of education, example, the moral character, preparing for work, nurturing critical thinking. So it guides educators and informing values, principles, and educational goals. It helps determine what should be taught and how teaching should happen. So its contribution to education, it provides the vision of education, what kind of person and society we aim to develop. Okay, we have here the psychosocial perspective. So it highlights the relationship between learners' psychological development and their social environment, addresses students' emotional needs, identify formation, motivation, and behavior. It helps teachers create supportive classroom climates that promote self-esteem, resilience, and social competence. So its contribution to education, it focuses on the learner as a whole person, their thoughts, emotion, relationships, and developmental needs. Okay, next is the sociological perspective. So it examines the role of education in society, how schools reflect or challenge culture, norms, inequality, and social change. It helps educators to understand diverse learners from different social backgrounds. It encourages inclusive practices that reduce bias, discrimination, and social barriers. So its contribution to education, it connects education to the larger community and society, guiding school to be the instruments of social improvement. So we have here the frameworks for interdisciplinary analysis. Okay, so what are frameworks for interdisciplinary analysis? Okay, these are structured approaches or models used to integrate knowledge, methods, and perspective from two or more disciplines to better understand complex issues, problems, or phenomena. These frameworks guide how different fields of study can work together to produce more comprehensive and meaningful insights. Okay, we have here the frameworks for interdisciplinary analysis. We have 6 frameworks: the conceptual framework, theoretical, methodological, system framework, integrative framework, critical framework. Okay, the conceptual framework. This framework identifies key concepts from different disciplines and connects them to form a unified understanding. It helps in comparing, combining, or synthesizing ideas to create a broader, specific perspective on a topic. Okay, example, combining psychological concepts of motivation with educational theories to understand students' learning behavior. Okay, theoretical framework. It uses established theories from multiple disciplines to explain a phenomenon. By linking theories, researchers can create more holistic explanation of social or educational issues. So example, by using both Vygotsky's social development theory and Bronfenbrenner's ecological systems theory to study how family and community affect learning. Okay, methodological framework. This framework focuses on integrating research methods from different disciplines such as quantitative and qualitative approaches. So this provides a balanced way to gather and analyze data from multiple perspectives. So example, combining statistical analysis from economics with ethnographic observation, and anthropology. Okay. Systems framework. So it views problem as a part of larger interconnected systems. This framework emphasizes emphasizes relationships, interdependence, and feedback loops between components of a system. So example, studying education as part of a social system that includes family, government, and economy. Okay, integrative framework. This approach aims to synthesize insights from various disciplines into a new coherent understanding or model. It moves beyond simply combining ideas to creating new perspective that bridge disciplinary boundaries. So example, integrating environmental science, economics, and ethics to develop sustainable development policies. Okay, we have here the critical framework. This framework analyzes power structures, inequalities, and assumptions that exist within and across disciplines. It encourages questioning dominant ideas and promoting social justice through interdisciplinary inquiry. So example, combining critical theory and education studies to address issues of inequality in school. Okay, that is all about my report. So we have here the activity. Okay, thank you for listening.